tax return time is here, so drop in at Box Drop of Salem and do some shopping. You've worked hard and you've earned it. Update your mattress or your furniture. At Box Drop of Salem, you'll find different styles from retro, modern, sectionals, recliners, sofas, dining tables, and so much more. First come, first serve. See it, try it, take it home the same day. Box Drop is worth the drive to save money with prices marked way down from retail. Find Box Drop on Google and watch for the latest posts on Facebook.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Sides Gymnasium here on the campus of Woodlawn High School, where tonight it's semifinal night in the boys Class 1 tournament. Game number 1 tonight, it'll be the Sesser-Valie Red Devils against the Waltonville Spartans. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by Cody Lamp, who's sitting in for Ron Standard tonight. Cody, this ought to be a great matchup tonight between two teams that aren't too far apart, are they?
No, they're not, and you know they're going to know a lot about each other, and it's going to come there's not going to be any secrets tonight.
No, there's not.
It's going to come down to who plays the best.
Exactly right. And even though Waltonville is probably the favorite not only in this game but also the favorite to win this regional, you know, everybody starts over again. And you can throw the records out. And it really comes down to who can put a couple of good games together here at Woodlawn in this regional and come away with as a regional champion.
That's true. You know, everybody's 0-0 right now. It's a fresh start. Some teams want to play spoiler. And like you're saying, if a team gets hot, you know, this is the right time of year to do it.
Yeah, exactly is.
These teams that are seeded higher, obviously there's a little bit of pressure. If you've been, you know, Waltonville's been known, I think, state ranked pretty much all year.
Right.
So, you know, Sesser's coming in to knock that off, you know.
Right.
And that's what they're trying to do tonight.
These two teams actually played each other just 2 weeks ago, and the game was won by Waltonville in double digits at Waltonville. But, again, that was 2 weeks ago. That was on a different floor. The stakes were not as high as they are tonight. When it gets to be postseason, you start to feel a little bit more pressure, don't you?
You do. All of a sudden, those shots, the arms are heavier, the legs won't jump quite like they used to. You know, there's just a little more thought going into it than normal, I think.
For sure. Again, this is an audio-only broadcast tonight, but you can see that we do have a live scoreboard and a live clock on the screen for you. We are not permitted to do video tonight due to NFHS and IHSA regulations. There is still a pay-per-view video broadcast available through the NFHS and Woodlawn High School, but we are not permitted to do video here tonight, so this is the next best thing. And this is actually better than radio because we have digital audio instead of cell phone audio, and then we also, of course, have the score on the screen and the clock on the screen. So we'll do our best to describe it for you. And, Cody, we're just looking forward to a great matchup tonight here in Game 1, and Game 2 is also going to be a dandy, too, between the host Woodlawn Cardinals and the Oakville Rockets.
It is. I'm excited. It's going to be a great night of basketball. I think it's going to be two really good, really tough games.
Well, let's talk about the records here a little bit. The Waltonville Spartans come in with an overall record of 23-6, but as we said, you know, you can throw that record out the window because everybody starts over. But they did have a great regular season under Coach Anthony Lowry. And, again, they're still a pretty young team as you're starting a couple of sophomores, and then you got sophomores that come off the bench. You
do, and you've also got some talented freshmen behind them. I've seen them play some tough competition. I watched them play Triad earlier this year, and they certainly didn't look intimidated at all. I think even for a young team, you know, there's no fear in them. No, you're exactly right. And, you know, on Sesser, I tell you, they've been playing some really good basketball lately. Sesser is peaking at the right time. You've heard that phrase before, peaking at the right time, and literally that's what Coach Marcus Clary and his Sesser-Valie Red Devils are doing, is peaking at the right time. Overall, their record this year was 10-19, and they were 6-6 in the Black Diamond Conference this year. But as of late, I mean, they have really been playing some good basketball, and they actually have a win over Woodlawn this year. They have a win over Christopher, and, of course, then they just beat Christopher the other night in the first round of the regional on their own floor. And so, again, Sesser is peaking at the right time. They also have Desmond Malone, the outstanding football player, back with them playing basketball. He's only played 3 or 4 games, but he is back and missed most of the season. But that gives them a whole other dynamic, too, because of his speed. Absolutely. He's a difference maker. And, you know, sometimes, you know, when that particular player, as talented as he is, steps on the court, even if he's not 100%, the rest of his teammates have that confidence just because he's on the court with them.
Yeah.
And allows them to play more confident.
Right.
So, he's definitely a difference maker in all facets of the game.
I agree. The captains and the coaches are meeting with the officials at midcourt. You see the clock counting down on our screen. That is the clock that counts down until we have the starting lineups and the play-by-play. I'm assuming we will probably also do a national anthem before this first game, but probably not before the second one. There will be a little bit of a break in between the two games. They will clear out the gym, and those people who want to attend the second game can then enter after that. So the approximate starting time of Game 2 tonight between Woodlawn and Oakville will be roughly 8 o'clock. And you'll be able to watch that or listen to that game as well here on AreaSports.net or on our YouTube page as we describe it for you on a separate link. So we'll have both games for you tonight. And after tonight, Cody, we're going to know who's in the regional championship game.
We sure will. We will definitely know that.
We will know the answer to that tonight. We're going to take a short break and step aside, and we'll be back with more from Woodlawn High School in just a moment.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Back here at Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School for the first semifinal tonight in this boys Class 1A regional tournament. It'll be the Sesser-Valie Devils against the Waltonville Spartans. I'm Randy Olson along with Cody Lamp. Cody's sitting in tonight for Ron Standard, who can't be with us tonight. First of 2 semifinals that we're bringing you. And again, it's an audio-only broadcast, but you notice that we do have a live scoreboard and a live clock on the screen so that you'll be able to keep track easily as to what's happening here in the action tonight. Because of NFHS regulations, IHSA regulations, we're not permitted to do video streaming tonight. So this is the next best thing, and we're happy to be here to bring you the broadcast tonight. We appreciate Woodlawn High School cooperating with us and enabling us to be here to bring you the action tonight. We said at the beginning here that everybody starts over again in postseason. They're 0-0. I guess you could technically say both teams are 1-0 coming into tonight.
Yeah,
because Waltonville did win their first game of the regional as they beat Thompsonville the other night, 74-31. And meanwhile, Sesser-Valie took care of Christopher, and that was actually on Christopher's floor, so that was technically an upset.
It was. You're right. Yeah, technically you're right.
Because the lower seed team upset the higher seed team. So. And again, Coach Marcus Clary and the Sesser-Valie Devils have really got their team playing some of their best basketball of the year. It took them a while to get into what we call basketball shape after they had that tremendous run in football this year where they went really, really deep into the playoffs. And it was an exciting year for all the Sesser fans in football. It just took a while for all those guys who played both football and basketball to get into basketball shape and get acclimated to playing that way.
It's so different. You think, well, these kids are playing football. They should be in shape, but it's just different. It's a different kind of shape. And, I wondered about that myself. When you have a team like Sesser who's playing late in the football season, very few practice time to go through things.
Right.
For basketball, and then, boom, it's on you. So you're right. Maybe that's why we're seeing them here in the form they're in now, playing such good ball, as they've got to play together longer now.
Exactly. Colt Packer is a 6'2 senior, was their quarterback, of course, on the football team, and he'll be a load tonight that Waltonville will have to deal with as he can score both on the inside and the outside. And we mentioned another football player, Desmond Malone, has now started playing for Sesser-Valie. He missed most of the basketball season due to injury from football, but he's very much a part of the team now. Has played 3 or 4 games and is filling in admirably, so it gives them another weapon out there for sure.
Absolutely, and like I said, with just him being on the court gives the other players so much more confidence.
Right.
And I know, we mentioned Waltonville being young. We look at Sesser, you can tell a lot of their kids do play football and stuff because they're put together.
Oh, they are.
They're very solid.
They are. Colt Packer, he's very chiseled, and so the rest of them are too. Counting down the last few seconds here before we have the playing of our national anthem, they'll ask everybody to come to their feet here, and we'll do that. And we'll stay with you here on that so that you can hear the national anthem, then we'll get right into the introduction of the starting lineups and the play-by-play. Winner of this game plays in the championship of the regional on Friday night. The loser goes home. It's the end of the season for the loser tonight, so a lot is on the line.
Pretty simple.
Yes. So we'll pause here briefly as we follow along with the playing of our national anthem. Going through a couple of policies for the fans here in the gym about changing from one side of the gym to the other.
Under the age of 13, they must be supervised by an adult at all times. Thank you for that. And now for the starting lineups. First for the Red Devils.
We are going into a starting lineup rather than a national anthem.
They must be going to do it for the second game.
Maybe so.
I've seen it done different ways.
Desmond Malone, number 2, 5'11 senior, is one of the starters for the Sesser-Valie Devils.
Senior number 5, Wyatt Loucks.
Wyatt Loucks will get the start tonight. He did not start the other night against Christopher, but he gets the start tonight. He's a 5'11 senior. Where's number 5? Kyle Wilmore, number 13, is a 6-foot junior. Also starting for Sesser is Colt Packer, number 24. We mentioned to you that he was the football quarterback, 6'2 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 will be Jonah Ruffino, number 33. He's a 5'11 senior. So they will go with Desmond Malone, Wyatt Loucks, Kyle Wilmore, Colt Packer, and Jonah Ruffino. For the Red Devils of Sesser-Valie, who come in with an overall record of 10-19 on the season and fresh off their first-round regional win over Christopher. Marcus Clary, the coach of Sesser, actually grew up and played his sports in DuQuoin.
Okay. I knew that name sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite place it.
And now the big crowd from Waltonville comes to their feet. And we'll meet the Waltonville Spartans. They are the home team on the scoreboard tonight here at Woodlawn, wearing their white uniforms. Sisters wearing their traveling maroon uniforms tonight. Kyle Cooper first to be introduced. He's the point guard. Number 2, he's a 5'10 sophomore. He's been the leading scorer this year for Waltonville. Number 30 is Seth Carnes. He's a 5'10 senior. Had a big game the other night against Thompsonville. Isaiah Lampke, a 6-foot junior for Waltonville. Also starting for the Spartans and Coach Anthony Lowry is number 14, McCabe Dever, a 6'1 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 as usual, number 23, the big guy in the middle, Gage Peterson, 6'4 sophomore. So again, they'll go with Kyle Cooper, Isaiah Lampke, McCabe Dever, Seth Carnes, and Gage Peterson. So again, they'll start 2 sophomores and a junior and 2 seniors.
Pretty well-rounded lineup there.
Very well-rounded lineup, that's right.
And we're getting ready to tip this thing off here after a cheer.
All right, so we will keep track of not only the score, but the clock on the screen for you there at home.
I always find it interesting in these games, Randy, when it's, lose or go home. If a team gets in foul trouble, how they try to exploit that more than they do in the regular season. And that's when, to me, it becomes interesting.
Yeah, again, a lot of added pressure when you're in foul trouble in postseason. There's no question about it.
At this point in time, they probably got confidence in certain kids. They know they can bring off the bench.
Right.
And, they're ready for that. But
it'll be Peterson jumping in the center circle against Colt Packer. 8 minutes on the clock. The ball is in the air, and the tip it goes out of bounds.
Looks like it's going to go to Sesser. Yep, Sesser-Valie.
Yeah, they say that it was knocked out of bounds by Peterson, so they give the ball to Sesser to start off with. Good crowd from Sesser sitting directly in front of us and to our right.
We're swallowed up in the maroon.
Yeah, we are. As the inbound pass comes into Wyatt Laux, and they'll get into their offense. Over to Ruffino, now to the top of the key. Over on the left wing to Kyle Wilmore. He'll drive inside the lane, missed the shot. It rolled off the rim, and it's rebounded out of there by Gage Peterson for Waltonville. He'll bring it back the other way.
Looked like a little confusion there on that screen, but they recovered nicely.
They did. Out front between the circles right now to McCabe Dever. Now he gets it into the hands of Kyle Cooper. Back to Dever between the circles. Right side now to Peterson, who comes way out behind the arc to get it. Now gets it across to the left side of the arc to Carnes. Now to Isaiah Lampke on the right side of the arc. And we got an offensive foul. It's a moving screen called on
Seth Carnes, I believe.
Yeah, called on Waltonville. So Seth Carnes picks up the foul. It's the first foul of the game, and it's Sesser basketball. No score here.
Interesting, we were talking about matchups before the game, and they have Malone guarding Kyle Cooper, their leading scorer right now.
Yeah.
Coming out.
Sesser gets it across the line as they come up with it to Ruffino on the right side. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Kyle Cooper. He'll race to the other end for Waltonville, takes it up and lays it in.
That's our first 2 of the game.
And the Spartans are on the board. Sesser back the other way with Wyatt Laux at the point. He's guarded by McCabe Dever as Waltonville is man-to-man. He gets around him, takes it all the way in, put it up a little too strong, and Gage Peterson has the rebound.
That was a nice move on the Euro step. He just went a little strong with it.
Yeah, he was open. He easily could have made that, but he just put it up a little too strong on the glass. Spartans in the front court with Lampke out of the circle. Lampke out top to McCabe Dever, almost intercepted. Dever drills over to the right side now. He's looking for an opening, comes to Gage Peterson out behind the arc. Gage will take his man off the dribble, stops, pops a 12-footer, got it.
That was a tough shot. He pulled back on that one. He went back.
Yeah, he went to his right and put up about a 12-footer and knocked it down.
Good defense. You just have to shake the kid's hand on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just beat him off the dribble, plain and simple. Back in the front court comes Sesser. In the front court, it's Wilmore with it. Works it to the left side to Ruffino. Wilmore down the lane, lost it, stolen away by Kyle Cooper. He's going to throw it up to Lampke. Lampke all the way down against Packer. And Packer commits the foul as the shot was missed. But that's going to send Isaiah Lampke to the line for Waltonville.
That's Packer's first foul and Sesser's first team foul. And Lampke's going to go to the line here and shoot 2. 5:53
to play here, opening quarter.
Waltonville's really hedging out hard on those screens, and it's caused a couple of turnovers here early.
Right. Lampke misses the first free throw. He'll have another one. You coach junior high basketball, the boys at Bethel McClellan. You know a lot of these players on all of these teams, don't you?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yep. Kyle Cooper went to my school for a long time. I coached his brother, who coaches Woodlawn. And Gage Peterson's dad was my superintendent at McClellan.
Yeah.
So.
Sesser in the front court to Colt Packer. He falls down, and we're going to have a foul called on the Spartans.
That's going to be on McCabe Dever, his first, team's second.
So it'll be out of bounds on the baseline to Sesser, and Wyatt Laux will trigger it in. Laux gets it in to Desmond. Desmond will take it in and
what
score.
A move.
Fast move that time by Desmond.
You can just see the explosiveness on that, couldn't you?
Yeah, Desmond Malone.
Nice spinning finger roll.
Real quick move. Here's McCabe Dever in the front court again for the Spartans. They're up 4-2. Out to Gage Peterson. Now to Cooper, top of the key. He'll drive. Has it stripped, but Peterson picks it up, and he gets fouled as he tried to go up for the shot. So,
looks like it's on Wilmore.
Kyle Cooper got stripped. Peterson picked up the loose ball and got fouled as he tried to motor it up. And that stops the clock with 5:15 left here in the first quarter, and Gage Peterson is at the line.
They had the foul call on Kyle Wilmore from Sesser, his first. And Gage makes the first run into the 1-and-1. So far, this will be the fourth free throw for Waltonville here in the early going.
Yes, and it's 2 team fouls apiece here in the first quarter as well. Another free throw for Peterson. High archer is nothing but net. Sesser gets it in as Waltonville shows some token pressure. Bringing it across the line will be Wyatt Laux, picked up by McCabe Dever. He gets around him, takes it all the way in against Peterson, and gets fouled by Peterson. It looked like he was going to try to dump it off and pass it. He was kind of in between a shot and a pass, and Peterson came across. And did they give Peterson for the foul? Or
they did. I thought he had him.
Okay.
It looked clean to me up top. I thought maybe they got him with the body, but they're saying he got him on the wrist.
Yeah. So Wyatt Laux at the line for 2, and he misses the first one. Get rattled in and out. So first foul of the game on Gage Peterson. That's 3 team fouls on Waltonville here in the first quarter. Spartans with an early 6-2 lead as the second free throw is good by Wyatt Laux. It is Waltonville basketball with a 3-point lead. They get it into Peterson. He'll bring it across the line. Peterson picked up by Colt Packer out front. Comes to Kyle Cooper, who's guarded by Desmond Malone. Right side they go over to Isaiah Lampe. He'll drive baseline and puts it up and in as he got around Kyle Wilmore.
Did a good job of attacking that baseline there and going in for the shot.
Heck of a move there by Isaiah Lampe. You don't normally see him take it off the dribble like that, but man, he just got around him quickly and laid it off the window. That's a bonus there for Waltonville when you get that kind of play out of Lampe.
And he looked good doing it.
He did.
He looked confident.
4:31 left here in the first quarter play. Sesser with the basketball in the front court. Jonah Ruffino almost lost it. Gets it to the right side to Laux. Now back to Cole Packer. He'll try to move on Peterson. A little fadeaway jump shot is good.
Nice shot by Packer. You can tell they're really using Packer and Laux. They're really looking to get those two the ball about every possession.
Yes. That's kind of their money players at this point.
Yep.
Here's Cooper in the front court. He'll go around. Packer goes up for the shot. Got it. Kyle Cooper motored around the right side, took it baseline, and Packer just kind of waved at him as he went by.
Speaking of money players, I tell you, there's no fear in that boy.
No. And he can score in so many ways. On the other end, here's a drive, and it's good by Kyle Wilmore. Wilmore took it baseline on the right side for Sesser and scores, and it gets it back to a 3-point game with 3:39 left in the quarter.
We got a little back and forth going here.
Yes, we do. A lot of action as McCabe Dever has in the front court to Seth Carnes. Carnes out between the circles, now to Cooper. Cooper guarded by Desmond Malone. Goes around a screen set by Dever. Cooper all the way up, left it short. The rebound is grabbed by Kyle Wilmore. He had his man beat, but he couldn't finish.
Nope.
And Wyatt Laux will bring it up for Sesser.
Sesser really seems to be glued to the shooters. They're not doing a lot of help defense on the drive, kind of making him finish over the big kids.
Yeah. Here's Colt Packer with it right of the circle. Now gives it up to Kyle Wilmore. It's lost, picked up by Kyle Cooper. Ahead to Lampe. Lampe will take it strong to the glass, and he scores.
And again.
2 buckets for Isaiah Lampe here in the first quarter, and we had timeout on the court.
I tell you what, 4 points for the first quarter. I think a turnover or two Lampe's created.
Yeah.
Really playing good ball here this first quarter.
They are. Timeout, and it's a 5-point lead for Waltonville. We'll be right back.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB To-Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To-Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
2 first-quarter buckets here by Isaiah Lampke. That's just kind of a bonus for Waltonville. You know, he's not known for a lot of offense. He's more of a role player, and he scores here and there and does some rebounds and does some good passing and that sort of thing. But, man, he's taking it to the glass hard twice here.
Absolutely, and you get a boy who doesn't score a lot of points for you that steps up this time of year. That's what you want.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Exactly. Back to live action. Sesser with the basketball. Right side with it is Kyle Wilmore. He's open, but he's not taking the shot. Instead, he gives it up to Tony Kistner, who's in there now. Kistner is a 6-foot sophomore. Back to the top to Colt Packer. He goes right side to Desmond Malone. Malone looking for an opening. Now drives. Leaves it out to Laux. He passes up a shot and gives it to Wilmore, who'll put up a 3, and he buries it. Kyle Wilmore from the left corner pocket buries it for Sesser.
No doubt about that one.
And that makes it a 2-point game. 2:25 left here in the opening quarter. Here's McCabe Dever again for Waltonville between the circles.
Sesser's amped up their defense here. That offense always leads to defense there.
Left side to Kyle Cooper. Now in the corner, Seth Carnes. He'll put up a high archer. It's in and out.
Oh, my.
And rolls off. And rebound by Sesser. They had a collision underneath the basket. Some fans wanted a foul. Nothing called. Sesser has the ball. Wyatt Laux brings it up. That thing spun probably 3/4 of the way down, Cody, and then spun out.
Yeah, it hit every part of the rim and then just didn't go in.
That was crazy.
2 boys got tangled up down there, one from each school, and they just no call.
Yeah. I mean, that shot from Carnes, I can't believe that didn't go down.
I don't know how it did.
Unbelievable. Had so much English spin on it, sideways spin. Here's Colt Packer driving against Peterson. He's going to be fouled by Cooper, I believe. Cooper went in for the steal as he was going up. Let's see.
His first, team's 4th.
And that's going to send Colt Packer to the line, the 6'2 senior for Sesser. We told you at the onset that this Sesser team has been playing their best basketball of the year. So you can't look past them with that record of 10-19.
Absolutely not. I mean, it means nothing right now.
Yeah, they beat Christopher the other night on their floor when it counted. Into the ball game for Sesser, number 3 is Liam McMurray. He's a 5'10 sophomore, so he'll give a rest to Kyle Wilmore.
We've got a lot of sophomores in this game.
We do. Packer missed the first one. He's got another one. You're right, a lot of sophomores for both teams. Free throw is good. It's a 1-point game. It'll be Waltonville basketball length of the floor. And there is a foul immediately on the inbound.
And that's on McMurray, just into the game, and he gets a foul right off the bat here.
Yeah, he came up to guard Cooper, and he slapped at him as the pass came to him as Sesser's trying full court pressure defense now. Cooper gets it up, takes it all the way down, scores. Cooper was a single-man press breaker that time for Waltonville as he just split the defenders and took it all the way to the glass.
Make things simple right there, right, Randy? Get it
That's
to your
right.
guard and let him go.
Minute 21 left in the quarter, as you can see on the screen. Colt Packer with the basketball left of the circle. Gives it over to Wyatt Laux. Laux will drive baseline, comes back out to Packer. Packer across court now over to Liam McMurray. Murray hands it off to Desmond Malone, who's out between the circles. He'll bring it back out, and they'll reset the offense. Now to Colt Packer. Packer between the circles. He's guarded by Peterson. Now they come back out to Wyatt Laux. Laux way out there, guarded by McCabe Dever. Laux tries to drive, dishes it in the corner to Malone. No shots there. Now to Packer. He'll put up a 3, and he banks it in.
Banks it in.
That ties the game. Colt Packer, top of the key, knocks down a 3 and ties it. We're under a minute to play here in this first quarter.
6 points in the first quarter for Packer.
Kyle Cooper between the circles. Working against Liam McMurray. Takes him off the dribble, stops and pops. It's short. Ball's tipped around and grabbed by Desmond Malone on the rebound, and Sesser has a chance to take the lead.
Dever hit the floor there. It's starting to get really physical out there.
19 seconds left in the quarter as Wyatt Laux will bring it up.
Now, both these teams know each other so well. I'm sure the kids know each other off the court, and it's just a good competitive game.
Oh, yeah, it is. And there is a foul. That's a 5-second count. Good defense by McCabe Dever.
Very good defense. You don't see those counts a lot
Not too
anymore.
often. Wyatt Laux was out dribbling between the circles, but he did not advance the ball enough, and so the 5-second count was called, and it's good defense by McCabe Dever, and Waltonville will have it here with 7 seconds left. Here comes Cooper into the front court with it. Cooper to Peterson. Peterson in the lane, has it stripped. Picked back up by Dever. He'll put up a 3-ball. No good, and there's the horn to end this first quarter of play. And after one, it's even Steven. 14-14. Sesser and Waltonville here in the semifinals of the Class 1A Regional. We'll be back with more from Woodlawn in just a moment.
If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back here at Woodlawn High School, Randy Olson along with Cody Lamp. You talked at the beginning of the broadcast about how Waltonville has been state ranked all season long, but Sesser doesn't care. They're not at least been intimidated.
Not at all. They didn't get the memo, or they don't care.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, they are playing some hard-nosed basketball here in the first quarter and giving the Spartans all they want.
Very physical, and it should be noted they continue to rotate and throw different defenders at Cooper.
Yeah.
You wonder in an effort to try to maybe tire him down and save their legs a little bit.
As we start the second quarter of play, Waltonville has the ball first as the pass comes into Cooper. Cooper will go to McCabe Dever. Right side now to, or left side over to Carnes. Carnes will dribble back out to the top, gives it to the right side to Lampke. Down low on the block, it comes to Peterson. His turnaround is up and off the mark. Rebound McCabe Dever, and he is stripped, and he's fouled in the process there by Tony Kistner. So Sesser starts the second quarter with Kistner on the floor as well as Liam McMurray, who are subs off the bench. And that foul on Kistner is his first. And, of course, that's the first team foul of this new second quarter. As McCabe Devers at the line for two, and he buries the first one.
That one looked good. You wonder if these scorebooks will update with the new rules we have in play.
Yeah. I actually saw somebody with a new scorebook that did have the quarter breakdown on the 5 fouls. It was updated, so, yeah, that does exist. We're probably going to need to get one of those.
It's coming.
Yeah, we're going to need to get one of those. That's right. Okay, into the front court comes the Devils. And Liam McMurray stumbled.
And Coach Clary wants a foul. He thinks he was pushed off that screen.
Yeah.
But it looked like their feet just got tangled up trying to back out on the play.
I really think it was incidental contact. And when McMurray's feet got tangled up, he traveled with the basketball. And the turnover gives it to Waltonville. All right. In the front court it comes to McCabe Dever between the circles. He's looking for Peterson, can't get it to him. Goes left side now to Carnes. Carnes back to Dever. Now down low, they've got double teamed on Peterson. They slap it away. Comes back to Dever. Dever just right of the circle now. Gives it to Lampke. Again, the Devils playing man-to-man defense as the Spartans are working around the perimeter. Seth Carnes gives it up now to Dever again. Over to Cooper. Cooper just left of the circle, moves on his man, takes it all the way in, and scores. He got around Desmond Malone that time.
Malone held right with him.
Oh, he did.
Cooper finished off the play.
He finished it, though, didn't he?
It should be known that Laux for Sesser is on the bench right now receiving a quick breather.
And that's over and back. Over and back as Desmond Malone is called for the violation. And Coach Clary didn't agree with that. He thought maybe it was touched by Waltonville.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's Sesser's 4th turnover in this half.
So it's another turnover on Sesser. Checking back in will be Wyatt Laux. You mentioned he was on the bench. He's going to check back in the game for Liam McMurray.
Got to get that forward general back on the court here.
Right. He's been starting guard for them all season long. All right. 6:39 left here in the opening quarter. Down underneath, here's Peterson. Missed the shot, stays with it. Gathers it in, comes back out to Dever for three. No, that won't go. Tipped around and grabbed by Packer for Sesser. They'll go the other way with it.
Witten Dever is also in the game for Waltonville now, number 1.
Yeah, he's a freshman. Down low it goes to Desmond Malone on the alley-oop. Can't shoot it, comes back out to Wilmore. Wilmore will work around Whitten Dever, can't shoot. Now to Packer. Packer takes it inside against Peterson. A spin move, missed the shot. Peterson grabs the rebound. No, now it's taken away. Taken away and scoring with it is Tony Kistner.
Right spot, right time there.
Kistner just took it away and put it in the hole.
Sesser's really hitting the boards hard.
They are being super aggressive here.
You know, we talked about Malone earlier affecting the game. He got
Here's
his hand
Cooper.
on there a couple times to tip it.
They ran an isolation play that time to the left wing, and they isolated Cooper, and he got around his man, blew by him, and laid it in.
It's amazing to me how everybody knows Cooper's going to get the ball, and when they need a bucket, they say, Cooper, go get us a bucket, and he still pulls it off.
He does. Shot is missed by Packer on the other end, as Peterson might have got a piece of it. Cooper with the rebound, he'll bring it up. Gets in the corner to Carnes. Here's a 3-ball on the way. It's off the front iron. Rebound grabbed out of there by Wilmore. Now to Packer. Here comes Sesser. Desmond Malone will bring it across. He'll give it to Wyatt Louse. Louse working against McCabe Dever as Waltonville stays in a man-to-man. Now the ball to Kyle Wilmore. Now to Packer. Now they'll swing it over to the left side to Wyatt Louse again. Out to the top it comes to Kistner. Right side to Desmond Malone. Inside the paint, stolen away. Picked off by Seth Carnes. Here comes Waltonville. They got numbers 3 on 2. Can they convert? Nope, Carnes is going to back it out. To Dever. He's got a wide open 3. Missed it. Rebound Desmond Malone.
It was just a little strong there. The freshman wasn't hesitating and pulling the trigger there.
Right.
On that, though.
It was more of a line drive shot that time. Didn't really have enough arch on it to give it a chance to go in. Down on the block, it comes to Packer. He'll put up a shot in the lane. No. Rebound Peterson for Waltonville. 4:33 left here in the first half. Spartans with the basketball and a 4-point lead. As Peterson gets in the corner to Cooper. Cooper thinks about a shot. Goes around a pick set by Peterson. Can't shoot.
What a
now
turnaround.
Peterson does, and it comes off the rim. Devils with the rebound.
It's
Wyatt Louse the other way.
It's fun watching this point guard matchup we got going on right now. And one.
Inside the paint.
Tony Kistner with the layup.
Yeah, Tony Kistner got bumped in the lane. Made the shot. They're going to count the bucket. And then they're going to call a foul.
And I believe it was on Seth Carnes from Waltonville. Mm-hmm. That is Carnes' second. That's
yes, it
the
is.
First player with 2 here in this game.
It is. Desmond Malone's going to get a blow for Sesser.
And Kistner's going to the line here to try to complete the 3-point play, the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, he can cut it to 1, can he?
He can.
4:05 left here in the first half. He missed it. Rebound Peterson for Waltonville.
Peterson's got a handful of rebounds right now for Waltonville.
Cooper's going to bring it across. Cooper, step back 3. No. Rebound Isaiah Lamke. Lamke gives it to Peterson, and he'll put it in.
I'll tell you, we talked about Lamke earlier. He's really causing some trouble out there for Sesser. He has stepped up and is really making himself known this game.
That was a nice shovel pass that time from Lamke to Peterson, and he finished the job. Inside the paint, here's a turnaround by Kistner, but they wave it off as he traveled with the basketball.
Tried the old up and under, and they say he took too many steps there, but I'll tell you what, I believe he's a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, Kistner. And
6-foot sophomore.
Ooh, he's a horse down there on the block.
Yeah, and he actually looks a little bit bigger than 6 foot.
He does.
Plays a lot bigger than 6 foot, that's
Absolutely.
for sure. Here's Cooper on the other end. He scores, and they're going to count the bucket, and a foul's called. Cooper found an opening, slithered through the defense, took it all the way down the paint, scored, and got fouled in the process, and they're going to call that foul on Kyle Wilmore.
And this time another chance at the and 1 for Waltonville.
And that's the second foul on Kyle Wilmore.
It is, so now we have another player, too. The fouls are building. Tony
Kistner will have a seat. Also, Kyle Wilmore will have a seat. Desmond Malone and Liam McMurray both back in for Sesser. 3:26 to go here in the first half. And the free throw is good by Cooper.
He's got 13 of their 24 points here, or excuse me, 25 points here in this first half right now.
Biggest lead of the game here for Waltonville as Sesser brings it back into the front court. Here's Colt Packer with it. Goes right side, Desmond Malone. Malone will go inside the paint. Might have double dribbled, got it back out to Laux. Now in the corner, a long 3 is on the way, and it's buried by Liam McMurray. Left corner pocket that time for Liam McMurray. The sophomore drained it, and it's a 4-point game.
That looked just about like the shot that Kyle Wilmore hit earlier in the corner.
Yes, almost exactly the same spot. Here's Cooper down the paint. Can't shoot it. Gets it to Lampke. Lampke will pump fake, then goes up and scores. That's 3 buckets for Isaiah Lampke here in the first half.
He is playing just a tremendous game, that young man.
You know, it's almost like they're laying off of him a little bit, not expecting him to make a move to the basket, but 3 times now he's taken it to the hole and scored all 3 times.
Absolutely. He's hurting them right now.
Back in the front court comes Desmond Malone for Sesser. He's guarded out there by Cooper. Spins in the lane, scores. Nice athletic move that time by Desmond Malone.
Very athletic spin move.
He faked to the right, went to his left, took it inside the paint, spun, and put it up and in, and then we got a foul in the front court as Lampke got it on the wing and gets fouled by
Jonah Ruffino,
Sesser.
I believe. Yeah, Jonah Ruffino with his first.
2:12 left in the half. It's a 4-point game. Waltonville has the ball in the front court, taking it out of bounds right in front of the Sesser bench.
We have Kyan Short is coming in for Sesser.
That was the first foul on Ruffino. That is 3 team fouls this quarter on Sesser. And they just threw it away. Waltonville just threw it away. As Kyle Cooper tried to throw it to the left wing, and Spartan player zigged when he should have zagged.
That's exactly right, Randy.
So, chance for Sesser here to creep a little bit closer. They were down by 7, now it's just 4. As the pass comes to Kyan Short, who is in the game. As you mentioned, a 6'1 sophomore. His shot is no good. Rebound, Waltonville.
He came off that screen, and he was ready to shoot. Just a little strong.
Here's Lampke on the right wing. Lampke over to Cooper. Cooper's between the circles. And he's guarded by Laux. Goes to the left side now to Brendan Klingler, who's in there. Inside to McCabe Dever. Left it short. Rebound, Desmond Malone. Taken away by Klingler. He stole it. Back out to Lampke. Spartans have it. Right side, Cooper. 3 is on the way. No. Might have hit the support beam, but the rebound is from Sesser, and Colt Packer comes away with it and gets it up the court to Laux.
That was a crazy loose ball in a back and forth there.
Laux has it stolen away by McCabe Dever. Dever splits 2 defenders and gets fouled on the floor before the shot. The ball went through the hoop, but they will not count it. They wave it off. Foul on the floor before the shot against Sesser. It'll be Waltonville ball out of bounds on the baseline.
They've called that on Wyatt Laux as well. Their 4th foul here.
Yeah, 14 fouls, 1 more, and they'll shoot here in this second quarter. Cooper will trigger it in, and he comes in out to Dever. And stolen away by Packer. Packer will race to the other end. It's a 2-on-1 break, and Packer's got an easy layup. Colt Packer cuts it to a 2-point game.
Well, we're used to seeing Waltonville get the turnover there and lead to the bucket. Now Sesser's doing it.
And there's going to be a collision there between Kyle Cooper and Liam McMurray, and they're going to call McMurray with the blocking foul.
Murray's second. That is the team's 5th, so I believe Cooper will go to the line here.
Yeah, under a minute to play here in this second quarter. Cooper will be at the line. That is the 5th team foul, you're right, so he'll shoot 2. And that foul on McMurray is his second, so we're getting more and more players with 2 fouls in this game.
Yeah, they're starting to mount.
They are mounting. That could play a role in the second half for sure as Cooper makes the first free throw. Checking in for Sesser, number 25 is Braden Short. He's a 6'2 senior. He gives him some muscle in there.
I believe Sesser's played 9 boys so far this first half.
I think you're right. I think they have. Cooper's good on the second free throw as well. 4-point lead as Sesser gets it in.
Waltonville's coming out in some press here.
Desmond Malone gets it across the line. Comes back out to Colt Packer. Back to Malone. Right wing now to Laux. They'll more than likely run it down, play for 1 shot here as we approach 30 seconds left in the half. Laux out between the circles, guarded by Kyle Cooper. Comes around a screen, but they jump the screen. Now out to Packer. He passed up a shot. Gives it to Malone. He'll drive baseline and made it. Thought it was going to roll off there for a moment, but it dropped through.
It hung on. And Brayon Short has entered the game for Sesser-Valie as well here.
Down to 8 seconds left, and stepping out of bounds. Actually a foul called on Sesser.
No, I think they're saying it was actually out of bounds off of Packer.
Off of Packer, okay.
So it'll be Waltonville's ball here.
Waltonville ball right underneath their basket. Plenty of time to get a shot off here before the half.
Kind of confusing there.
They lead it by 2. As the inbound comes to Klingler, his shot won't go. It's tipped around. Ball is picked up by Dever, and they're going to call him for
Over and back.
Over and back. And my clock is off by 1 second, so there's 1 second left on the clock in the gym. And so right at the half line, Sesser will have the ball right in front of the scorer's table with 1.5 seconds left.
Laux is going to take it out here, the lefty.
Laux will throw it in to Kyan Short. His three misses wide left. It was close. He got it off in time, actually.
Nice ran play there, too, coming up off that screen. I thought he had it.
It would have counted had he made it, but it just went off to the side of the rim. What a wild first half here. After the first half, it's Waltonville 29, Sesser 27. We'll come back, talk about the first half with some stats, and talk more about this tournament and much more on the way for you here live on AreaSports.net.
It's heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Welcome back here to Woodlawn High School. It's halftime here of this first regional semifinal tonight in boys class 1A, and first half it's been Cody Lamp as Waltonville leads it by 2, 29-27. They led by as many as 7. The Sesser came roaring back here to close out that second quarter, didn't it?
You're right. I tell you, it's been the first half has been exactly what I thought it would be, and it's been just a knockout, drag-out fight, really.
Yeah.
Both teams know each other so well. Been a lot of loose balls, a lot of back and forth, a lot of physical play. It's been exciting, and I can't hardly wait for the second half.
Yeah, no kidding. Again, these two teams played each other just 2 weeks ago, and Waltonville won that game by some 18, 19 points. But if you thought tonight's game was going to be like that, you're sadly mistaken, because Sesser has come here to play tonight. We mentioned they are playing their best basketball of the year. They've come in here determined. They are crashing the boards. They're playing good defense. And you mentioned the fact that Coach Clary has went really deep. I think he actually ended up playing 10 different players.
I think you're right. I think once Short came in, Short came in there at the end for Ruffino. I believe that was their 10th player. Yeah. They had played several sophomores.
In the first half, right.
Whereas Waltonville, I believe, ended up playing a 7th kid there, towards the end. So Sesser's went much deeper in their bench.
Yeah, trying to keep some fresh legs out there. And as you mentioned, they keep running different guys at Kyle Cooper, trying to slow him down. But Kyle still had a good first half, didn't he?
He did. He had, in that first half there, he finished with 15 of Waltonville's 29 points
pretty
in
amazing.
That first half. So didn't really maybe slow him down, but maybe trying to wear him down for the third and fourth quarter, possibly.
Why don't you go ahead and run through the rest of the stats for us for both teams.
All right. For Sesser, we have Laux has 1 point. We have Kyle Wilmore with 5. Tony Kistner has 4. Colt Packer has 8. Liam McMurray 3. Desmond Malone with 6. So pretty balanced, really, for Sesser.
Yeah, it is.
On Waltonville side, as we said, we have Cooper leading the way with 15. Lamke with 6. McCabe Dever with 2, both free throws. Gage Peterson with 6. And that rounds out the scoring for the Spartans. To me, the story of the game's been Waltonville's gotten a lot of turnovers, and I say a lot, about 7 or 8 turnovers in that first half, and they scored off a lot of those, whereas Sesser's, to me, really hammering inside.
Right.
They're really scoring a lot of their points inside. They're hitting the boards, getting second and third shots, and just very physical and strong, and like you said, Randy, really hitting the boards. As far as foul trouble goes,
yeah, let's talk about that.
Sesser has Liam McMurray and Kyle Wilmore both have 2 fouls apiece. Laux, Kistner, Packer, and Ruffino all with 1 foul in that first half. But as we mentioned, Sesser playing a much deeper bench with 10 kids is now, although Wilmore's a big player for them. So, if he picks up that 3rd foul early in the second half, it could create some challenges. Waltonville has 2 fouls for Seth Carnes, 1 foul for Gage Peterson, 1 for McCabe Dever, and 1 for Kyle Cooper rounding out their foul situation. So nobody in drastic foul trouble yet, but like I said, something to watch is Wilmore and Carnes both have 2, as well as McMurray, who came off the bench, did a nice job for Sesser. Those 3 both have 2. So we'll see. Will they one of these kids pick up an early 3rd foul and make a difference in this game, or
exactly
will they come out patient and be able to play their players?
Well, and Waltonville's not the only one that's in a tight battle tonight that's having a little bit of trouble with their opponent. There's an upset brewing over in at Nashville tonight as Nashville leads Breeze Central, the number 1 team in the state, 20-13 at the half.
Wow.
Nashville leads Breeze Central by 7 at the half. So that's a bit of a shocker. But again, it's just halftime there too. Some other scores for you in 2A. It's Lawrenceville over Robinson at the half, 13-12. In Class 4A, Collinsville leads Granite City at the half, 31-26. In 3A, Mount Vernon leads Charleston 24-16 at the half. In 4A, it's Normal Community over Minooka, 24-9. In 2A, it's Benton leading Hamilton County at the half, 45-11. And in 1A, it's Altamont leading at the half, 25-14, and at the Altamont Regional. And Weber will play that second game up there tonight as Weber will take on St. Elmo. And then the 2 winners will meet up there for regional on Friday night. So, you just never know this time of year. That's why you play the games.
Well, you do. And
that's why we call it March Madness.
Absolutely right. And we're getting a little taste of it early here in February, too. But, as you were mentioning those scores, I wasn't necessarily shocked by the Nashville score because of the program Nashville is and has been and continues to be, as well as the fact they have been playing good ball lately. But when you're telling me these scores, 20-13, 13-12,
a lot of defense being played.
A lot of defense and possibly a lot of tightness coming out. Like you said, a lot of nerves coming out maybe. That's what I noticed about some of those scores, was just the low scoring.
And we, of course, will post all the scores for you later on tonight on our Facebook page and link from our website as well. So you can see all the pairings of all the games on our Facebook page right now, as a matter of fact, at AreaSports.net. If you want to know what games are going on around Southern Illinois tonight in 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A regionals, we got all the games you're interested in. The pairings already listed there on Facebook, and then we'll plug in those scores as they're completed here later tonight. We will have a second game for you tonight as well. The second semifinal, of course, will pit the Woodlawn Cardinals against the Oakville Rockets. We'll have that one for you, too, on a separate link here on the website and on our YouTube page. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half, so we'll take another short break and be right back here live from Woodlawn on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Tax return time is here, so drop in at Box Drop of Salem and do some shopping. You've worked hard and you've earned it. Update your mattress or your furniture. At Box Drop of Salem, you'll find different styles from retro, modern, sectionals, recliners, sofas, dining tables, and so much more. First come, first serve. See it, try it, take it home the same day. Box Drop is worth the drive to save money with prices marked way down from retail. Find Box Drop on Google and watch for the latest posts on Facebook.
All right, we are back here at Woodlawn High School. Randy Olson along with Cody Lamp. Cody sitting in tonight for Ron Standard. Well, we've got us a doozy here as we get ready to start the second half. And so what adjustments do you expect to see here in the second half, Cody?
Well, I tell you, I kind of look for a little bit of the same. Neither team's playing bad ball, really.
No, right.
I look for it to be a heavy dose of Cooper for Waltonville.
Yeah.
And I look for the same thing from Sesser. Get the ball up on the board and get it inside, and let's pound the boards and see what we can't get.
I think that Waltonville will also try to pound it into Peterson a little bit more, but you got to give Sesser credit. They've been doubling him, making it hard to make that entry pass to him. So they've done a really good job of that.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them maybe bring Peterson out away from the basket a little bit because he has such good ball skills.
Right.
And maybe let him go a little bit as well.
Right, because he can definitely beat you off the dribble.
Right, because he started out fast in this game. He had the first, I think, 4 points for Waltonville, or 4 of the first 6.
Yeah.
And then after that, they've really, kind of shut him down. So we'll see how it goes. Here we go, though.
All right, second half about to begin. The teams change ends. It'll be Sesser basketball to start the second half, and comes in and
right off
players
the bat,
call on the floor, and then it goes out of bounds. There was no foul called. It went out of bounds off Waltonville in the backcourt, and it will be Sesser ball length of the floor.
They threw it up to Laux. Dever got a hand on it, slid across the floor.
Okay, they actually called a jump ball.
That's weird.
So if they call a jump ball, possession arrow should give it to Waltonville, but apparently that's not what they did. I guess they just said it was out of bounds.
I'm confused.
All right, so in the front court, it's Sesser basketball. As they try to plug it into Desmond Malone, it's stolen away by Cooper. Cooper will race to the other end, gives it to McCabe Dever. He lays it up, missed the shot. And on the rebound, we got
a jump ball.
A jump ball called this time, and it'll be Waltonville ball on the possession arrow as McCabe Dever got tied up on the rebound.
Dever gets his hand on everything.
Yeah, he does. He's kind of the Swiss Army knife guy for Waltonville.
Exactly.
We've kind of referred to him that all year long. Cooper has the ball out at the top of the key. They switch on him as Cole Packer's on him right now, and there's a whistle and a foul called. I think that might be on Packer.
That's actually on Kyle Wilmore.
Oh, Wilmore instead? Okay.
And that is his third.
That's his third, you're right. First team foul of the second half on Sesser, but third personal on Wilmore to be out of bounds on the baseline to Waltonville. And they get it into Peterson. Peterson working on Packer, backs him up, goes up for the shot, left it short. Packer got the rebound. And then a traveling violation as Packer tried to make the outlet pass. A lot of physicality going on down there.
It is getting tense in here, Andy.
They are letting them play a little bit. They are letting them play.
That was almost the fourth foul on Wilmore if they would have called that. Not saying that it should have been.
It's Waltonville basketball. Cooper's got it. He goes down the lane, and we got a whistle and a foul.
That's on Wyatt Laux, his second, team second here early. Cooper's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
A lot of action here in this first minute of the third quarter, although nobody has scored yet. Kyle Cooper will be at the line for 2. As his free throw is off the back iron. No good. Again, that foul on Wyatt Laux, his second, as you said.
That might be one of the most exciting first 50 seconds I've seen of that, Randy, and nobody scored.
Yeah. Second free throw is good. 3-point lead for Waltonville, and Sesser brings it up. Over on the left wing, here's a three-pointer on the way. It's off the mark, no good. A battle for the rebound. Cooper comes away with it for Waltonville. He'll race it to the other end, all the way down the lane, and he got fouled.
And they're calling a blocking foul. Who's it on here, though? Ruffino for Sesser. His second, team's third early.
You can see right away that Coach Lowry has probably told Kyle Cooper to attack the basket, and that's what he's doing.
And it's working because they're getting in some foul trouble now.
And Kyle is usually a pretty good free throw shooter, and he made that first one. 4-point lead.
Laux and Ruffino both have 2 now. Wilmore, his third, is still out there playing.
Yeah, so the fouls are starting to mount a little bit here for Sesser, as the second free throw is also good for Cooper. Sesser basketball as they'll bring it up here. Laux across the timeline to guarded by Dever. And there's going to be a foul on McCabe Dever as he was kind of hand checking him there.
Yeah.
It's pretty automatic when you put both hands on him. They're going to call it.
You're right. That's his second, Waltonville's first this half. But he is a ball hawk. He really guards that ball out there. But like you said, you get that second hand, it's automatic.
Yeah. And here is the inbound to Laux. Now he'll give it to Colt Packer. Packer in the lane. Back out to Laux. Can't shoot. Goes left wing to Ruffino. Ruffino down in the corner now to Malone. They'll swing it back to the top. Again to Ruffino. And Desmond lost it out of bounds. Pass went down to the corner to Desmond, but it went off his fingertips out of bounds. It'll be a Waltonville ball. It's a turnover.
And they've got Desmond Malone back guarding Kyle Cooper.
Yeah, he's on him right now as Cooper brings it across the line in the circles. Into the high post to Peterson. Peterson wheels around his man, takes it strong to the glass, and it rolls off no good.
That was a nice little play. As you said, they were going to feed the ball to Peterson.
Colt Packer with the rebound. Sesser gets it up the court, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Sesser fans thought there was a foul. It was actually out of bounds off of Sesser. It'll be Waltonville basketball.
It's starting to get really tense here on this side of the court.
Yeah, getting a little chippy out there. Fans are getting a little chippy, too.
Yes, they are. Would we have it any other way here?
Oh, no, it's regional time. It's regional time. There's a lot on the line. We're playing for all the marbles, as that's going to be a foul called. Out front as Seth Carnes had it between the circles, and foul's going to be called on Sesser.
That's Packer's second. Team's fourth here early.
Yeah, so next foul, Spartans will be shooting free throws this rest of this third quarter.
And there's a lot of
and on the inbound, that's lost out of bounds by Waltonville. It's a turnover.
It looks like the refs at halftime said, too, we're going to clean up some of this inside physicality a little bit because they've come out with their whistles blowing here early.
Yeah. Sesser brings it into the front court again. Meridian leads Galatia 24-10. Another score that's coming in. Again, we'll have all of them for you later on. Packer takes it down the lane, missed the shot. Desmond with a rebound and puts it back up and in.
That was just an athletic play there.
Yeah. Desmond Malone scores for Sesser. Waltonville brings it up quickly. Here's Carnes on the left wing. He'll drive baseline, powers it up, and there's contact. And a foul's called, and it's actually going to be a charge.
That's on Carnes, that's his third, Randy. So now both Carnes from Waltonville.
Yeah.
And Wilmore from Sesser both have 3 fouls now.
And Seth Carnes leaves the game, and Witten Dever is in the ball game for Waltonville. 5:25 left here in the third quarter. Fouls are definitely going to play a role the rest of this game.
Yeah, there's no doubt with this much time left in the third.
Ruffino has it for Sesser. Now to Wilmore. Wilmore out to Ruffino. He'll put up a three-pointer, and he got it. He just tied the game here with a big three.
He has not hesitated coming into the game. You can tell he is a shooter.
He caught it and popped it. Here's Cooper on the other end. Left it short. There's Lampke with a stick back. No, it rolls off the rim. Lampke had an open look on the stick back but couldn't convert. And Sesser gets the rebound, and they have a chance to take the lead now.
He tried to go with his left hand and just came up a little short.
Wyatt Laux throws it away. Zigged when he should have zagged. He tried to do the pass over to Kyle Wilmore, and it sailed out of bounds. Timeout on the court. 4:38 to play here in the third quarter. It's a tie game. 32-32. Back with more from Woodlawn in just a moment.
Willow Creek Venue is the most talked about new destination for weddings and receptions in southern Illinois. Situated on a beautiful picturesque property just south of Fairfield on Route 45, Willow Creek is the perfect place to organize and plan the wedding of your dreams. They have a variety of layout options for you, both outside and indoors. You will make memories that will last a lifetime. And Willow Creek is not just for weddings. They can also host music events, class reunions, business dinners, and more. Visit their website at willowcreekvenue.net.
Back here at Woodlawn, Randy Olson along with Cody Lamp. And you know, Cody, the longer that Sesser hangs around, the more confidence they get. And the more pressure there is on Waltonville.
You're absolutely right. We're almost halfway through the third quarter here, and it's a tie game. That's not what Waltonville wanted coming in.
No.
I can guarantee you. And that is what Sesser wanted coming
in. Here's Kyle Cooper with the basketball for Waltonville. They try to poke it in down to Peterson. It's knocked out of bounds by Colt Packer. It'll be Spartans' ball.
And like you said, Randy, they are trying to make a legitimate effort to get the ball into Peterson this half.
But Sesser's doing a good job defensively. McCabe Dever will trigger it in right in front of the Waltonville bench. And he gets it into Kyle Cooper. Cooper lobs it down to Peterson. Peterson works against Packer, spins against him, puts up a 12-footer and got it.
What a play.
Nice turnaround that time, and there wasn't much Packer could do.
No, good defense, just even better offensive play.
That's just good footwork.
And he keeps the ball so high you can't get to it.
Yeah. Sesser back the other way now. Here's Wilmore with it. Down to Packer. He'll put up the shot, missed it, got his own rebound, goes back up, blocked by Peterson. A third time he goes up. No, Peterson comes away with the board.
What effort, though, by Packer.
He had a couple looks at it, but couldn't finish.
Nice back cut, everything. The ball just wouldn't go in.
And Peterson did a good job of not fouling him that time.
He did. Went straight up, got a good block.
Here's Cooper in the front court now against Desmond Malone for Waltonville. He's between the circles, and it's almost a steal. And picked back up by Waltonville ahead to Lampke. Lampke in the paint, powers it up. No, they're going to call him for walking. He took an extra step as he tried to split defenders and go up for a shot.
It looked like he was going to hit Peterson on the bounce, and that got taken away, and there was just nowhere to go.
Right, he was kind of in no man's land, wasn't he?
Yep.
As Sesser will bring the ball back up. Trailing it by 2. In the front court, it's Wyatt Laux against Kyle Cooper. Laux will hand it off to Ruffino. Into Colt Packer at the high post. Backdoor cut down to Laux. He lost the ball. Tried to save it from going out of bounds. He did, right in the hands of Waltonville. Spartans bring it back the other way. It's Cooper with it. Cooper to the top of the key to Lampke. Lampke out here to Witten Dever. Witten Dever, the freshman, takes it inside the paint. Makes contact. Nothing called. Misses the shot. Packer hits the deck. Rebounds Sesser.
And they are
again, they are letting them play. There was a lot of bodies falling that time.
Every possession, there's a body hitting the court.
Sesser comes away with the basketball they got in the front court. Wyatt Laux with it. So we are under 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Almost a steal. McCabe Dever saves it from going out of bounds. It is a steal. It's a turnover back to Sesser, or back to Waltonville. Here's Cooper taking it against Desmond and scores. He took that coast to coast against Desmond Malone on his hip and still somehow scored.
Absolutely. And, you know, he's going to get the credit for the basket and everything, but once again, McCabe Dever getting his hand on a ball on defense, he just makes it happen on that end for Waltonville.
Yeah, he got the steal there and knocked it away and saved it. Here's Colt Packer taking it down the lane, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul on Waltonville. And that's going to be on Witten Dever.
You're correct.
2:21 left here in the third quarter.
Third team foul. Sesser's had 14 fouls in this quarter for about 4 minutes now.
Yeah.
And they've managed to play great defense and not foul.
Waltonville has led by as many as 7. It's been tied several times, and it's a 4-point lead right now. Been tight all the way. Here is a lob into Lampke, and we got a whistle right away on the inbound.
They're going to call Lampke with a hook,
They said Lampke hooked him on the inbound pass. So now it's going to be Sesser ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. And triggering it in will be Liam McMurray, and he is going to lob it in to Colt Packer. Back to McMurray. He'll drive baseline, dump it off underneath to Wilmore, and we got a push from behind.
Kistner's also back in the game for Sesser. And that one's on McCabe Dever. His third foul now, Randy. Team's 5th. So they are shooting, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
they are.
On the board, is that, we got Lampke on the board? Is that number 4 on the foul? No, okay, now they got it. Now they got it on there, okay.
So that is Dever's
They gave
third.
the foul to Dever, that's his third.
And
took him a while to get that one up on the board.
You're right, and Kistner's going to shoot 2 here.
Yeah, Tony Kistner, 6-foot sophomore at the line for Sesser, and he rims out the first one.
And
2:14 left.
Riley Stewart's coming in for Waltonville and placing McCabe Dever.
Yes, going to give him a blow here as he's got the 3 fouls. Stewart is a 6-foot sophomore. One more free throw here for Tony Kistner. Winner plays in the championship game Friday night. Loser ends their season and goes home. Second free throw is good.
And right now, neither one of these teams want to lose. You can just tell the way they're playing ball.
No. Here's the inbound to Witten Dever. Dever down to Riley Stewart. He pump fakes, goes up, scores. They broke the press easily that time.
Making an impact right away, isn't he?
Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter of play. Sesser with the basketball, down by 5. As it comes out here to Liam McMurray. Now right side they work it to Wilmore. Wilmore will drive baseline, goes up against Stewart, missed the shot. Rebound Kyle Cooper. Cooper brings it out on the dribble for Waltonville himself. He'll stop and pop from the elbow. Got it. 15-footer by Kyle Cooper. And timeout on the court is called by Coach Marcus Clary of Sesser. 7-point lead for the Spartans. It equals their biggest lead of the game, and we'll be back with more in just a moment.
King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Cody, we're not even playing, and I'm out of breath. How about you?
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm sweating over here. I'm hot. I feel like I've been in the game the whole time.
Man, this has been
it's incredible.
Been a heavyweight battle between these two teams. Win or lose, you sure got to give Sesser a lot of credit for how hard they have played tonight.
Absolutely. So far in this game, every time Waltonville's got a 6 or 7-point lead, Sesser's came on a run of their own.
They answer.
So
right.
Will they do that here? We'll see.
You'll see. As we come out of the timeout, it will be Sesser ball, length of the floor.
And that answer seemed to have been Packer and Wilmore every time. So we'll see if that continues.
Okay, they'll inbound it to Liam McMurray as he will bring it up. Waltonville drops back half court. They're still playing man-to-man. They go to Desmond Malone on the left side. Back out to the top now to Tony Kistner. Right side to McMurray. McMurray drives around Witten Dever. Goes up for the shot against Peterson. Missed the shot. Back up.
Kistner.
And good. Kistner on the stick back. And we got an official timeout. What's this about? I think that's a warning probably about delay of game, grabbing the ball out of the net.
Yeah, I think
you're
right
not supposed
there.
to touch it at all when it comes through the net.
Sometimes that's hard to do, though, when you're right there underneath, you know.
Yeah.
It's coming down on you.
Well, sometimes it's inadvertent,
yeah.
you know, and I don't know that Sesser did that purposely. I think it just happened.
Kistner's been a nice spark plug for Sesser this game.
Sesser with the steal on the inbound as they are pressing. They take it away, and then Witten Dever takes it back for Waltonville. He took it away from Colt Packer. Now the Spartans in the front court with it as we approach a minute left in the quarter. In the corner, it goes to Lamke. Back out to Cooper. Almost stolen by Malone. Cooper gets it back. Wheels it in the corner to Lamke. A 15-footer. In and out, no good. Rebound, Peterson back up. And that lips out, no good. And a foul's called on Sesser.
That's going to be on McMurray, his third now. And Gage Peterson's going to go to the line and shoot, too.
Wow. That was a pretty good look by Lemke. That thing rimmed out. And then Peterson's stick back rimmed out.
It feels like we've played 5 quarters already.
I'm telling you,
Randy.
it's crazy.
Just don't want it to end.
What a battle. Peterson at the line for Waltonville, and he makes the first one. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back in the contest, it's Wyatt Laux for Sesser as he'll replace Liam McMurray.
I tell you, Laux hasn't scored the points that Cooper has tonight, but he's their floor general. He keeps everybody calm. He gets people in the right spot.
Yeah, and he's a senior out there, too.
You're right.
Another reason why he's on the floor. All right, he makes both free throws. It's a 7-point lead for Waltonville. Sesser with the basketball. Here's Desmond Malone driving baseline, and he's going to be fouled by Witten Dever. His quickness, he got around Dever pretty quick.
He did. He's going to go to the line, I believe.
Yeah, because they are in the bonus, and so Desmond Malone, the 5'11 senior, will be at the line. Again, he didn't play much this year because of a football injury. He's only played like 4 or 5 games for Sesser here near the end of the season.
None bigger than this one.
Yeah, none bigger than this one. You got it right. And he missed the first free throw. He'll have another one. Second one is no good, and they actually waved it off anyway because he stepped across the line or somebody entered the lane too quickly, one or the other. It's a lane violation. It's Waltonville basketball, so they come up 0 for 2 on the line that time.
Sesser's pressing full court trying to deny the ball in bounds, and they've struggled with it here.
Waltonville gets it across. Cooper brings it up against Desmond Malone. Cooper with a stutter step dribble goes left side to Lampke. Now they'll skip it across to Witten Dever. Under 30 seconds left. Witten Dever down the lane. Up for the shot. Off, no good. Riley Stewart tries to battle for the rebound, and falling out of bounds with it was Waltonville, and it's going to be Sesser ball.
That was a close one. I wasn't sure what they called that.
Yeah. You know, there's not much room on the baseline here at Woodlawn High School. It's not very wide down there.
Right.
Okay, here's goes. Sesser in the front court. Wyatt Laux, and that's going to be a foul. Laux drove inside, made contact, and they're going to call that against Riley Stewart, I believe.
Yeah, right. Is that who they called it against there?
Yes.
Riley Stewart?
Yeah, they called it Riley
right.
Stewart.
Okay, his first. Team 7th now.
So Wyatt Laux will be at the line. Sesser a chance to inch closer with the clock stopped, and they miss another free throw. They've missed 3 in a row now.
Yeah, they've left some points at the line tonight for
they
sure.
Have. Brendan Klingler back in the game for Waltonville.
Depending on this free throw, how he does, they've missed 7 free throws so far this game.
And they're down by 7.
They're down by 7. There you go.
8 seconds left in the quarter. He got the second one. And we got a whistle before play resumes. Aiden Kretz is going to check in for Waltonville here on these final 8 seconds. Sesser's going to press the court. Klingler will take it out for Waltonville, and he gets it into Cooper. Cooper will bring it up the court against Desmond Malone. Cooper will stop, put up a three-pointer. He got blocked behind the line. No foul was called. And the horn ends the third quarter of play. After 3, it is Waltonville 42 and Sesser 36. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Back here at Woodlawn High School, Randy Olson along with Cody Lamp, and we are going to put 8 minutes on the clock. One more quarter to go to see who's going to make it to the championship game. What a wild third quarter that was, Cody.
You know, with the third quarter like that, it makes you wonder exactly what's going to happen in the fourth quarter. That's what it makes me think.
Again, Waltonville has led 2 different times by 7. And as you mentioned, it seems like every time they get out to that 7-point lead, Sesser makes a run.
They have, and they're continuing to show that. They've got it at a 6-point lead here. And I think if you're Sesser's coach, you're probably telling them, guys, if we said we were down 6 to start the fourth quarter in this regional game, would we be happy with that? And
right.
I think they'd all say, yeah, we've got 8 minutes to make a jump and get there.
And most importantly, Sesser will have the ball first to start this fourth quarter.
You're correct again.
As Colt Packer will trigger it in. And he comes into Kyle Wilmore. It was tied after the first quarter, 14-all. Waltonville led it by 2 at the half. And led it by 6 right now as Packer has it at the top of the key. Comes right side to Laux. Laux in the lane, goes in the corner now to Wilmore. And Wilmore's cut off on the baseline. Gets it inside to Colt Packer. He goes up and scores. Nice feed inside to Colt Packer as he got around Peterson and laid it up and in. Did
a good job of moving and cutting there. That's Packer's first points this half.
Wow. Here's Kyle Cooper back in the front court for Waltonville. Out to Riley Stewart, now to Peterson, right of the circle, way out there. Now McCabe Dever has it. Again, running that motion offense against this man-to-man defense. Here's Cooper with it. Again, guarded by Malone. They go to Stewart. He fakes a shot against Wilmore. Now comes over to Peterson. Peterson just inside the circle. They'll back it out between the circles. They'll reset the offense. Now to Cooper. Cooper's way outside, gets around his man. Now he blows by one man and blows by another and goes up for a shot and a whistle and a foul, and it may be on Wyatt Laux.
I think it is, Randy.
He got around Malone, Laux came over with help defense, and then he got around Laux. Went up for the shot, and Laux got him.
What makes him so tough to me, too, is Cooper, once he gets that edge,
yeah.
he doesn't dance or fool around. He just goes.
Right, and he missed the first free throw. Uncharacteristic for Kyle Cooper. He doesn't miss many.
He does not. In fact, he's
missed a couple tonight.
2 tonight, but he's made 7. So
second free throw. That rolls off. No good. He missed them both. Rebound to Sesser. Wow, those could loom large as this game goes on.
Jinx?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Wyatt Laux in the front court for Sesser. Here's a backdoor play. Gets inside to Packer. Packer up for the shot. Missed it. Tips it back up. No. And then a foul is going to be called. That might be on Peterson.
It is, Randy.
I think that's number 2 on him.
It is 2 on Peterson. And Packer's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you got a chance. Cody, why don't you run through the foul situation again for both teams, okay, as Packer goes to the line.
Once Packer shoots these, I'll let you know this first one here.
And the first one is good. It's a 3-point game. Go ahead.
Yeah, for Sesser, Laux has 3. Wilmore, 3. Kistner, 1. Packer, 2. Ruffino, 2. McMurray, 3.
Second one for Packer. No good. Rebound, Waltonville.
And for Waltonville, Cooper 1. Lamke, 1. Dever, 3. Peterson, 2. Carnes, 3. Witten Dever, 2. And Stewart, 1. And who did they just call that one on, Randy?
They called that on Sesser, and they haven't posted it yet. I couldn't read his fingers. It looks like it's on Wilmore, and that's his 4th.
It is. It's Kyle Wilmore's 4th.
4th personal foul on Wilmore. And here's the inbound to Peterson. Peterson will bring it up the court against Colt Packer. 3-point lead for Waltonville. These possessions are precious now.
Every one of them counts right now.
Shot is up, no good by Witten Dever. Rebound Sesser. They got it underneath the basket. A high percentage shot, but couldn't score.
Didn't go in.
And Sesser has the basketball. Out it comes to Ruffino. Ruffino to Packer at the elbow. Over to Desmond Malone. He'll go around Cooper. And stolen away. Stolen away by McCabe Dever. The Swiss Army knife does it again.
Again, always getting his hand on the ball.
Kyle Cooper will bring it up for Waltonville. Goes in the lane, spins, goes up for the shot, and somehow got it to go.
He spun, turned his head around. I don't even know how he got the shot off.
That was an acrobatic shot, like over his head and over his shoulder.
What a play.
Up over Desmond Malone, and he got it to go. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by McCabe Dever as he was going for another steal there against Liam McMurray.
And once again, Sesser right back in the game here.
5:40 to go in the game. Seth Carnes checks back in. We haven't seen him since, second quarter?
Yeah, he's had...
because he had those foul trouble.
Yep, he had 3 fouls, so they held him out here till the 4th.
So the senior is back in the game, and that's big for Waltonville. There's another scoring threat for you.
Absolutely, and a good shooter.
Malone with it. Between the circles for Sesser. Comes to the elbow to Packer. Packer goes right side now to Laux. Laux can't shoot, comes back out to Malone between the circles. Hands it off out there to Liam McMurray. McMurray top of the key. Now they'll swing it over on the left side to Laux again. And Laux will go to Packer just left of the circle. Big possession here as Packer takes it down against Peterson and he scores. He did a crossover dribble against Peterson. Gave himself a little bit of room with his shoulder and he scores. And then we got a ball out of bounds.
Yeah, nice left-handed touch there.
Yeah, it was real nice. 3-point game with 4:54 left. Winner in the championship game, loser goes home, and we got contact away from the ball before the pass is thrown in as Carnes is knocked to the floor. And that is going to be on Liam McMurray.
His 4th.
That will be 3 team fouls on Sesser. There's 1 team foul on Waltonville this quarter. Here's the inbound to Peterson. He works on Colt Packer. Goes up the shot, got it. Packer fell down, but the official was not buying it.
Nope. I think he thought there was a little bit of an acting job there, maybe.
Laux back the other way for Sesser. Stolen away. Loose on the floor. What do we got? Jump ball?
It looks like they called a kicked ball on Ruffino.
Witten Dever knocked it away, and then I think that Sesser did kick the ball. It'll be Waltonville ball. with 4:35 left in the game. We got timeout by Sesser. Timeout, 5-point game. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Well, Cody, one thing for sure, Sesser-Valie does not look like a team that's 10-19, do they?
Not at all.
Again, they've been playing their best basketball of the year here lately, and more, they're playing hard tonight.
They are absolutely playing hard. And if I came in and watched them and you didn't tell me the record, I would not believe that.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Sesser's going to press full court. Every possession is very precious right now as Waltonville is going to try to break the press. They get it into Peterson. Now to McCabe Dever. It's a diamond and one press. They break it across the timeline to Carnes. Carnes skips it across to Peterson, and Waltonville's going to take their time with the try to run some clock here. Inside Peterson, blocking foul is going to be called.
I think that might be on Malone.
Did they wave the basket off? I don't think they counted the basket. I think the blocking foul was before the shot.
It's Malone's first foul. Team's fourth this quarter.
They'll be out of bounds to Waltonville right underneath their basket, and they're going to get a towel to wipe up some perspiration on the court.
You don't want anybody falling down there and getting hurt at a time like this, especially.
My clock's about 2 seconds off from the in-gym clock, so let me sync that up. There we go. Want all of you at home to know exactly what's going on. We're sorry we can't bring you video tonight due to the regulations by IHSA and NFHS, but we're glad to bring you the next best thing here with the scoreboard and the clock on the screen and an audio broadcast. And that's going to be timeout as Waltonville had a little trouble getting it in.
They did.
So they call timeout.
Good call there.
Timeout. We will take timeout as well. We'll be back with more from Woodlawn in just a moment.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South 10th Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week.
Back here live at Woodlawn High School. Randy and Cody got another score for you. Harrisburg leads Massac County at the half, 36-32. Another upset brewing. All right, Waltonville basketball underneath their own basket as they get it into Witten Dever. Dever is guarded out front there by Tony Kistner. Now to Seth Carnes. Carnes to Cooper. Cooper gets around Malone. Here comes help over to Carnes in the corner. Doesn't need to shoot. And we got a whistle and a foul.
If that's on McMurray, and I think it might be, that is his fifth.
That'd be it for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Nope, they called it on Tony Kistner, his second.
And that's going to send Seth Carnes to the line.
Free throw good by Carnes.
He makes the first one, yeah.
That's his first point of the night and none more important.
Second one on its way, got that as well.
Little offensive defensive substitution here.
Yeah, Riley Stewart is back in for Waltonville. As Sesser will bring it up, and it's a 7-point game. Again, the lead has been 7 3 different times for Waltonville, but it's never grown any bigger than that. As Laux takes it down the lane, he got it. Wyatt Laux with a big bucket for Sesser.
And once again, they're trying to cut into the lead.
And the press is on. Cooper's trying to dribble his way through it. He splits the defenders. He does. Stops, pops a 10-footer, and won't go. Peterson battles for the rebound. It's loose. Picked up by Sesser. They got the ball.
Bodies everywhere again.
Liam McMurray throws it ahead. Tries a touchdown pass to Kistner. Hands it to Malone. And it's a tie-up underneath the basket. And the jump ball is going to give it to Waltonville, I believe.
I've got it.
Seth Carnes back in for Riley Stewart.
I believe it is
for
Waltonville.
Well. Yep. They get it on the alternate possession rule. That was a big tie-up underneath there because Sesser was real close to scoring again underneath the basket. Here is the inbound to Whitten Dever. Dever is a double team. Gets it across to his brother, McCabe Dever. Another double team. Gets it across the line now to Cooper. Cooper has it on the right side. Waltonville can run a little clock here, play a little keep away. Looking for a high-quality shot. There it is. It's a layup, and it's missed. Kyle Cooper missed the layup.
None more high quality than that,
He was
Randy.
absolutely wide open, and he missed the layup. Left it short.
In his defense, I'm not sure he's ever found himself that wide open.
I know. It was crazy how open he was. Sesser has the ball in the front court again. Wyatt Laux with it. Ball's loose on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up or a foul. It is going to be a foul this time on Waltonville.
McCabe Dever, his fourth. Team's second, I believe.
Into the ball game for Sesser. Kyle Wilmore is back in. He'll replace Tony Kistner. It is Sesser ball in the front court. Opposite their bench on the other side of the floor. And triggering it in will be Colt Packer. And he gets it in to Wyatt Laux. Laux between the circles, picked up by McCabe Dever. Hands off to Desmond Malone, who's picked up by Whitten Dever. Now they come to Colt Packer. Packer's working on Peterson. He's about 12 feet out from the basket. Can't do anything, so he'll give it back out to Wilmore. Wilmore will drive on Seth Carnes, and he scores.
He was calling for the on-ball screen, and he got it.
Yeah. He got around him, got all the way to the glass, and scores.
And a three-point game again, Randy.
2:16 left in the ball game. Who's going to the championship game? Who's going home? Here's Kyle Cooper taking it to the rack. That's blocked. It is blocked by Colt Packer, and Sesser has it taken back by Cooper. And then we got a whistle and a foul. After the block, Cooper took it away from Packer. Wow, what an exchange there.
And I think that's fouls on Laux.
And that
His
is fourth foul on Laux, and now Kyle Cooper will go to the line with just over 2 minutes left in the game. These are big free throws.
And what a possession change there, too.
That was. And that one spins halfway down and spins out.
He's missed his last three here this quarter.
Riley Stewart is in the game for Waltonville, replacing Carnes. Another free throw coming for Kyle Cooper. And he got that one. 4-point lead. It's a two-possession game. Sesser with a basketball. Laux. Out front. Three-pointer on the way. Colt Packer drains it.
We switched that one, Randy.
And it is a one-point game. And we've got timeout on the court.
What a game. Timeout
Sesser. With 1:52 left in regulation, dare I say.
Sesser is down to one timeout. One timeout left for Sesser.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will take timeout and be right back.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Well, here's another shocker for you. 2A regional up at Vandalia. Robinson leads Lawrenceville by 15 points late in the game. All right. Waltonville basketball as we come back to live action. They're going to trigger it in, and it is almost stolen by Sesser. but it goes off Sesser, out of bounds.
What a transition here, because it went off Cooper, but then the McMurray tried to save it. The question is, it must have hit out of bounds before McMurray.
Yeah, because they're giving it to Sesser. Sesser's got it in the front court and a chance to take the lead here.
Wow, 1 point game with 1:45.
Yeah.
Woo.
Big possession here for Sesser. Wyatt Laux with it. Backdoor cut to Malone. Stolen away by Witten-Dever. Waltonville's got it in the hands of Kyle Cooper. 1 point lead. Cooper working against Desmond Malone. Now they come with a double team, as they're going to come with McMurray on him now.
They need somebody to flash to the middle there.
And again, foul situation is such that if Sesser commits any fouls at all, it's 2 free throws for Waltonville. We got timeout on the court. Minute 17 to go in the game. Timeout on the court. It will be Waltonville basketball in their front court when we come back. Whew, boy, don't go anywhere. This one is far from over. A lot can happen here. It
should be mentioned, too, that Sesser can't, I think you've said it, Randy, Sesser can't foul. Waltonville goes to the line.
Right.
And Sesser has Laux with 4 fouls, Wilmore with 4 fouls, McMurray with 4 fouls. So 1 foul for any of those boys. And they
Coach Clary may have to have somebody out there as a designated fouler if he chooses to foul. Now, if you're Sesser, you're probably going to go for a steal here and try to play some good straight-up defense.
Yeah, I mean, still plenty of time left.
Yeah, a lot of time left.
You've got to think that they're going to continue to send 2 people at Cooper and get it out of his hand.
Right. That's what they're trying to do, is get it out of Cooper's hands. As the inbound comes into Witten-Dever, and he hands it off to Cooper. Cooper against Desmond Malone. Again, Sesser playing man-to-man. Cooper gets it in the corner to McCabe-Dever. Inside to Peterson, and Peterson is fouled right away.
And he's going to go to the line.
They're going to take their chances with Gage Peterson at the line rather than Kyle Cooper. And that foul was called on Colt Packer, his 3rd.
And I'm not sure it's any better choice. Peterson shoots free throws pretty good too, usually.
Right.
But you got to try something.
So Peterson at the line, and what's he been there tonight?
At the line, he is currently. Did he make that?
Yeah, he made it, yes.
He made it, so he is 5 for 5.
All right. Whether he makes this one or not, it's still going to be a single possession game. He eyes the bucket, puts it in the air, and it rolls off. But it's a rebound by McCabe-Dever. Huge rebound by McCabe-Dever. And then another foul is called.
And Wilmore has just committed his 5th foul.
Yeah. A little bit of frustration there, too. And checking in to replace Wilmore will be Jonah Ruffino. Kyle Cooper will now be at the line for Waltonville. Man, that was a huge rebound by McCabe-Dever.
Huge. Just those long rebounds are so tough.
Swiss Army knife did it again.
Yep. He gets all those stats that aren't stats that nobody hears about.
Right. And this one is buried by Cooper. Now this next free throw is really big, Cody, because it can make it a 2-possession game.
You're correct. It will.
Takes his time, puts it in the air, got it. Nothing but net. 4-point lead.
If you're having to play the free throw game, that's going to be tough to do against Waltonville, I think.
Sesser with it in the front court. They try to go back door, and it's stolen away by Witten-Dever. The backdoor pass did not work out, and it's stolen away by Dever. Down to Peterson. He's got a layup. Gage Peterson with a layup. 6-point lead. Sesser needs points in a hurry. Here's Laux. And that's going to be a foul called on Waltonville.
And that was on Cooper, I believe. Only his 2nd.
Boy, the Devils threw it away on a backdoor play. Waltonville went down and converted it. They now lead it by 6. Sesser has the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
And he was trying to foul Dever, but he got rid of it in time, and there was nowhere to go.
They get it into Desmond, and he is fouled right away, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And that is on Peterson, his third.
Desmond Malone at the line. Foul on Peterson, as you said, is his third. 4th team foul on the Spartans as well. And that free throw hits the back iron, goes about 5 feet in the air, and drops down through the net. Wow.
It's good, though.
Cuts it to 5. And whether he makes this or not, it's still going to be a 2-possession game. Desmond Malone, the 5'11 senior. Outstanding running back on their football team. And that second free throw won't go, and then we've got a apparent violation, or is it going to be actually a push-off foul called?
I think they've called a push-off foul on
Peterson on the box out.
Yeah, it looked interesting, though, because Peterson was in front of him.
Yeah. Clock never stopped. You don't see that called very often.
You don't. And I guess Malone's going to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, he's going to get 2 more.
And Coach Lowry's not happy.
Yeah. Malone's free throw, I think he gave him 1. They just gave him 1.
They must have said it was a violation instead.
Yeah.
But it said he pushed.
Yeah, it said he pushed, and they gave him a foul on the board. But on the rebound, it's Waltonville with the rebound and an immediate foul by Sesser to stop the clock. And we'll walk to the other end, and
I'm not quite
Kyle
sure.
Cooper will go to the line.
I'm not quite sure what that call was.
Well, either way, Cooper is at the line shooting 2 for Waltonville, and he buries the first one. Riley Stewart back in the game for Waltonville, replacing Seth Carnes.
It's now a 6-point lead. If he makes this, it's going to be 3 possessions. He's going to need a quick score here for Sesser.
Cooper got it again. Sesser gets it in the front court quickly. Short has it, goes in the corner to Laux, who put up a 3, misses it. Battle for the rebound. Desmond Malone has it, kicks it back out for a 3-pointer by McMurray, won't go. Another rebound outside. Cole Packer has it way out front. Out to Laux for 3, top of the key, got it.
Got it.
And quickly a timeout is called.
They just won't go away, will they, Randy?
They won't go away.
They're not going to quit.
Yeah.
That's the final timeout taken for Sesser. Their 5th and final timeout.
And if you're Waltonville, you just got to get the ball in. The good news for Spartan fans is that it's still a 2-possession game, as it's a 4-point contest after that 3 ball by Sesser. We're going to just keep it right here because it's a short 30-second timeout. So basically, Waltonville's just got to get the ball in, and pretty much game over.
Yeah.
Sesser could foul again, but again, it's already a 2-possession game.
Right.
If you're Sesser, the best thing you can hope for here is to steal the inbound and get a quick shot up and in. And then they can't call timeout. You're right, they're out of timeout.
Timeout, so they got, no way to stop the ball.
Right. Yeah.
And I've always wondered this, do you put 2 players, do you put a guy on the out of bounds here, or do you put 2 on Cooper and make him throw it to somebody in?
Well, they're going to try to get it into Cooper, that's for sure.
I mean, you don't really have time to force a second pass here.
Right. Let's see how the Devils play it. Time is running out here on Sesser's season. They are full court pressuring. Nobody guarding the ball inbounds as the inbound comes in right away. And an immediate foul.
On Malone, his second.
And that'll send Kyle Cooper to the line.
Team fouls are relevant at this point as they're going to shoot.
They sent Cooper on a streak route, and they hit him with a football pass, basically, and then he got fouled by Malone just as soon as he caught it. And Cooper's free throw is good.
If he makes this, it's still only a 2-possession game.
Yeah, with 6 seconds left, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, the clock is just not the friend of Sesser.
And he got them both. Here is the inbound, and it's stolen away by Wittendever. And that time is going to run out. That's it. That's the final score. Waltonville has survived, and I do mean survived, a gallant effort by the Sesser-Valie Red Devils. 58-52 is your final. Waltonville advances on to the championship game of this regional this Friday night here at Woodlawn. We don't yet know who the opponent is. We'll find that out in the next game coming up. They will empty the gymnasium here shortly, and then they'll invite people back in for the second game, which will feature the host Woodlawn Cardinals against the Oakville Rockets. So 58-52 is the final. What an effort by Sesser. They left it all out there. The lead was never more than 7 points by Waltonville, and it was tied several times.
Every time they got close, Randy, every time they got to that 6 or 7 point mark, Sesser cut right back into a 2 or 3 point game.
Another upset.
Uh-oh.
Edwards County has knocked off Dietrich, 67-62.
Woo.
Crazy, crazy, crazy night here.
It's that time of year, folks.
Yeah, it's not yet March, but it's feeling like March Madness already.
It is.
And use the exit by Sesser's pitch and enter the old gym that way.
Cody is working on our post-game stats. We'll come back and share those with you here in just a moment.
We ask
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home.
Fantastic. I tell you, first off, I just want to say that, I know Waltonville pulled away, but both teams, absolutely incredible game by both teams.
Yeah.
Neither team has anything to be upset
This
about.
is postseason basketball.
Fantastic.
It really is.
You could tell both coaches did a great job of preparing their guys.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun game to watch as a fan, Randy.
Yeah, and Waltonville knows they dodged the bullet tonight.
They did.
They know it. They got their best from Sesser, that's for sure.
Well, are you ready for some
Yeah,
scoring?
let's do it.
All right. First, we'll go with Sesser. We had Liam McMurray with 3, Wyatt Laux with 7, Kyle Wilmore with 7, Tony Kistner with 7, Jonah Ruffino had 3, Desmond Malone 9, and leading the way for Sesser-Valie was Colt Packer with 16.
Wow.
I thought he played a fantastic game.
Yeah, he did.
For Waltonville, we had Riley Stewart with 2, Seth Carnes with 2, McCabe Dever with 2, Isaiah Lamke 6, Gage Peterson 15, and no surprise here, Kyle Cooper 33 points. So, as I said, Kyle Cooper leading the way for Waltonville with 33 points is no surprise. He's one of the best Class 1A guards I've seen this year, and he just continues to show that. Once again, hats off to both teams. In that fourth quarter there, both teams scored 16 points total. So it was a very even-played game. And, hats off to Waltonville. They walk out here tonight and say, I'm glad that one's over.
You've got that right.
That one's over.
That is the name of the game. Advance and move on. Keep moving to the right.
That's right. Hey, what is it they say?
Keep moving to the right.
Win and survive.
Win and survive. And they did. And some teams did not survive tonight. We've mentioned a couple upsets to
We
you
did
already. Dietrich got upset tonight. Lawrenceville got upset tonight. Bree Central was down at half to Nashville. I don't have an update on that. Looks like Centralia has beaten Carbondale. Meridian has beaten Galatia. Let's see here. Goreville has beaten Cairo. We'll have all those scores posted for you here after a bit. Benton took care of Hamilton County tonight. So that's just some of the scores. But we got to get out of the way here and get ready for a second game. We'll be back on a separate link on the website and the YouTube channel as we'll bring you the second semifinal tonight between the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Oakville Rockets. And that'll tip off about 8 o'clock. We will probably be back on with you at about 7:45, 7:48, something like that. So for Cody, this is Randy saying thanks for listening. And we'll be back in just a little while here live from Woodlawn.